You put your toe in your mouth instead then, since you don't have any salt.
You know what? I'm going to work on that one through the first half, and we'll check it out in the second. What do you think?
I'm starting to gag already. Rain is going
Would
to...
be the first time.
There's a nice gush and a nice elimination. Nico over in the playground as well, hearing footsteps. Nobody's cleared him out. He's going to go for more than just one. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Don't be like that. Okay. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. The retake is pushing forward, and that is a crazy sequence.
Nico, he does recover, but he's so far away. BMask, he's under a lot of pressure. At the moment, he's got to buy some time. If he's able to get some kills here, there's one, and there's two. No. BMask already opening up the round, but he gets punished by Sunny, and Nico once again in a position where he's all alone. He was able to recover that first kill, but
he's got to go aggressive. He's looking for the kit. I would imagine. Yeah, he can't find it anywhere. He did pick up a nade as well. But yeah, they have no idea where that poor kit went, and that's a lot of time and a lot of information passed over to Ence.
Yeah, I thought I saw it under there. It's unfortunate.
That sucks.
Well, I wonder if he could have picked it up anyway, right?
It looked like he ran about every inch in that area and didn't grab it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, strange. Volvo, please fix. Gaben, please. Unfortunate series of events there. But a round concludes nonetheless, and it's the Finns who finish it out strongly. Now we're going to see them apply immediate pressure here to the B-bomb site with these weapons. You can see FaZe already kind of geared up for it, too. They're playing pretty deep over here on the B site.
Oh, no. Ariel has just found his way up sandbags. Nobody had eyes on it. This buy disappears without so much as a whimper. 2-0.
Those were some strong flashbangs coming out of Ence, even catching off Ariel, the entryer here. He had to pause for a second, but either way, he bought so much space there that he was able to enter into the site and kill a player that wasn't even looking at him. So good start for Ence.
Yeah, and I love that round from Ence as well. One of the problems on Overpass on the T side is, like I had mentioned, it's just a lot of long distance duels, and with the scouts as well, causing a lot of problems usually. Doing a fast B take instead, I love that. Do it together. I don't want to see a bunch of people just getting hit by scouts, running into a bomb site with 30 HP. What do you think is going to happen? Think.
Think, why don't you?
Think, why don't you? And that's exactly what they do. They only lose the one member in Sunny, but 4 members alive and just a scout saved, Unbrokey. But yeah, this is also, if we look at the attention on minimap as well, this is a really nice setup from Ence at the same time, because this is a B stack from FaZe. They had 4 members here, nicely done with the flashbangs. And then they just stormed the bomb site. And this should be the easy one. We do see, maybe I was going to say, maybe we'll see a Finnair versus the Finnair boys. This is...
Oh yeah, this is where you get the name. This is the one.
This is the Ence, yeah. This is the Finnair. We see the flash, and we see the rush now. We'll see how many kills they can actually get. I think timing was a little bit off there. Getting the first, though. It's Sunny going down again, so he's been abused.
That's the budget airline that we just saw.
The WoW Air.
Yeah.
EasyJet, dog.
The Ryanairs, the WoW Air, the EasyJets.
All the nightmares.
Basically, you have to bring your own seatbelt.
And even that they charge you
nice.
for. You know, a few years ago, Ryanair tried to get through where they had standing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Seat. Yeah, the whole flight, like half the flight was just standing people to fit more people.
Wow. Yeah, well,
they
also
want to do that. We're talking a roller coaster ride X20 there.
I think that'd be fun. Yeah, maybe like for a short flight.
Didn't Ryanair also have that pilot that kind of veered off course, if you know what I'm saying?
No, not the same. Not the same. But Ryanair,
oh, it was German Wings, right?
It might have been. Ryanair are one of the few airlines, when we had a lot of volcano eruptions in Europe, they actually went up there with their pilots anyway and said, look at this, it's safe. We still want to fly. Absolutely insane. Irish, of course.
It's insane, but I would do it. That sounds kind of dope, actually.
Yeah, that does actually sound kind of cool. Right. I don't know what you're trying to advertise for, Robin, but I'm buying.
Yeah, man, it sounds great. Actually, where do we?
Yeah, I can tell. I even sell death good, apparently. First weapon round now for FaZe. Up on Brokey. Good set of nades here as well. And it's a B setup early on. 3 members. Make it 4 on that FaZe side towards B. They were expecting maybe a B rush play there. But they actually still have the 4 members here, so we might see some mid-round aggression here actually from FaZe.
Boom!
Oh my god.
That's so much damage. They're just going to hit it. They're just going to go right through this. X7 with the flashbang as well. Ooh, they're so on point. And Brokey is scoped in and doesn't even see it coming. 4-0, and that is a beautiful round.
Wow, so well thought out from Ence from start to finish. Everything about it, even the spam through the smoke. Understanding that those FaZe guys are going to be scrambling at that moment, just applying and keeping that pressure on. Now Rain, he's got a save, and he's already got he's got Alu on the hunt here.
No, even with
And
X7.
Christine, I think you're... Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, even with X7, I'm just so happy that Ence actually are starting to pick up their pace again. Had a rough year, losing their in-game leader. I mean,
Yeah,
losing
I was going to say,
but
for not to, I mean, I think you're onto something there, Christine, from start to finish. You know what I mean? Like, I think that could be like a new docu-series they've got going on from start to finish.
Oh, you're
You should
right.
sell that one to him. You should sell.
I'm
like
really
it.
done with you guys. I can't deal with it. I just really can't hang
I
anymore.
appreciate it. You know, finish. Yeah, it's good.
I'm a Shelly of my former self. Let's put it that way.
Heyo.
Hey.
Ba-dum.
Can't dunk on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You found a way.
Anyway, I did. And life also does the same thing, Jason, except for FaZe Clan, who have yet to show us life in this map of Overpass.
Still early going. We'll see if they've got it in them. That was such a, I don't know. That was I really liked that B hit we just saw from Ence.
And it's a set play as well from Ence, right? The first weapon round.
Yeah.
Usually teams do tend to have a set round, and we saw there they want to take B short control. And usually we see the triple nades on the boost area instead, but then with Ence getting that control instead, they opt to go for... was it back oil that they ended up doing the triple nades?
I think it was right behind that giant pillar in the middle of the bomb site.
The barrels.
And that's a good spot for nades nowadays. A lot of teams use that pillar for anti-flash. And it's just overall just a very strong position.
What
can
did you
cover
guys
both.
used to call that pillar back in the day, Jason?
I don't even remember.
Spangler.
There's a reason why my team didn't
Overpass
accomplish anything. We didn't really have
existed at
calls.
1.6.
No. He played in CSGO too, though.
Yeah.
Ah, doesn't really count.
Yeah, he's an Elevate player, right?
I played,
Jason, did you play for
I
Elevate?
played against you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really? When?
Let's not talk about
No,
it.
now I'm
God.
curious.
It was
a little
that
bit.
Iron Gaming LAN in Austin. The
Oh,
disaster
hell
event
yeah.
that had all
Wait,
those
who
delays.
did you play with?
I was there with shit. I don't even know. Were we Elevate at the time?
Elevate, no?
I think it was.
I think you were.
It was like me, Warden, Fraud.
Oh, you guys were
Expedition.
awful.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
Well,
I feel
I mean,
bad for
listen.
you.
First of all, that was in your 87-0 streak, so let's be a little bit realistic.
Jason, hold on now, because
Jesus
these guys
Christ.
played with their keyboards. Their keyboards were in their laps.
Yeah, we didn't have
Playing.
enough space, you know. Damn, I actually didn't know that, Jason. That's so funny.
Yeah, it was a stage match too. I was very
shit.
happy to play you guys. Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. Oh, was that the first
Yeah.
year? It was like
And-
16-2, 16-3. Did you play with Amir?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
Was Amir on the team?
No.
They also got fucked.
Reliving your glory days, I see.
Oh,
Listen,
man.
we'll give you this one, Robin.
It's
You've
all
had a tough
coming
time.
back to Robin now. It's all coming back.
I'm going to have to make...
And that
Jesus
does it
gotta
for
Christ.
Google
our
these.
And thank you so much for calling in, Jason O'Toole. Rob us on the show for the rest of the day.
Dude, I think they're doing
Of
some work
course.
on your DSL line there, Trace. Maybe take a minute real quick.
Another round for Ence. They're 5-0 up. That was an eco from FaZe. But again, we look at the money. I mean, oh my god. We have 13k on Alu, 12.5k on X7. This is not a good start from FaZe. And one of the things that I had mentioned that I would love to see, and same thing goes for this round, is I would love for FaZe to start taking some map control, taking the fight to Ence. It's been a lot of defensive plays. And for Ence to basically just run in and do their executes, that's what they've been doing so fantastically this whole game so far.
What do you call that big column in the middle of the B-bomb site? What does Dignitas call it?
Just pillar.
Okay.
We called it something, but
No, you're probably
it
I mean,
might be
Inferno.
controversial.
No, I mean the
Should I
Inferno
say
one.
it?
Was
I don't know.
dildo, right?
Listen.
Just dildo.
Yeah, it's dildo.
Oh,
Yeah,
dildo's
but that's
not
the
bad.
Inferno down in
Okay,
Pits.
that's not bad. I thought everyone called it dildo, though.
That's the old statue down in Pit on Inferno.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. No,
call
we
it
used to
Spangler
call
Bowl.
that.
6, the
Oh
big-
yeah. Out in Inferno, the big pit. We did call that dildo too.
Yeah.
What the heck? Why do we have so many dildos across?
Why
so
is
many
everything
maps?
Why is everything
Well,
named a dildo?
I'm not,
Anybody know?
I'm not getting anywhere near this conversation.
See, this is why I asked
haven't
you if
even
it was
said that
It's not
controversial.
controversial. It's just I don't think I could hold myself back from saying something controversial in response
Interesting.
to why did we have so many dildo calls. Anyways, 5-0. Bimas is jumping around the water, and Sonny's going to pick him off. Another man advantage for Ence.
And this
Well,
is at
well,
least an
well.
aggressive round from FaZe. Even though, like, I'm okay with even them losing this round. It's more so of like showcasing for Ence that you can play a little bit aggressive for them to not just run everything and get it for free. Like, they're forced to use some nades and stuff like that. Even, like I said, even if this one doesn't work out from FaZe, just the fact that, hey, we have short, we can fight for short every now and then. It would have obviously been better if they actually ended up winning that round, but it's not going to happen. It's another, I mean, Ence, it's another stable round here.
They're looking good,
Even-
Robin.
It's just their calls, right? Like, you know, just the split decisions they make. We see the FaZe is fighting for B short here, and they just walk out a monster. You know, just a quick decision making there of like, hey, we know that they have more than one there in B short. Let's just take the fight to them, and let's just focus on the left side, and let's just waste a lot of nades to do so and lock them out there.
They seem more than happy if they get a pick at this B bomb site like they did. They got the opening kill in the short water in the sewers. They seem more than happy to just attack that B bomb site if they get that one kill. They know the defense is going to be weakened. Even just a small delay, and they can still hit it at a perfect timing. 6-0 on the offensive side of Overpass.
Yes.
Not looking good for FaZe. Again, they tried something that round. But like I said, it's just 6-0 down. And if you start the half at least to showcase a little bit that you can play aggressive, even on A here as well, even go down in connector area with a double boost if you're FaZe, blow up the wall, blow up the door, just showcase a little bit that you're actually active around the map. Have Ence waste a little bit more time, a little bit more nades. I mean, we've just seen again and again, even on Dust 2, their executes are on point, and with the fact that they don't have to waste nades early, they also have a lot of utility for afterplant, which is really where FaZe is struggling. It's not all about getting the bomb down, you also have to hold it for afterplant. Otherwise, you don't win. That's not the winning... That's not how you win the game.
That's not how you're going to
You
take the
killed
B.
the people, or you get the bomb planted and blown up.
Interesting.
Or diffused.
That's
Today
what,
we
that's
learned.
what we've been doing wrong.
Today we learned.
Go on.
Ooh, Brokey. Nice shot. Ariel really testing the limits all on his lonesome. When does Sonny open this door? One player on the railing outside of it. I don't think he's aware, and no one is aware, and he has no assistance. It's a double stack, and of course, he gets them both. That's how you handle a double stack, boys. You take the bottom out of the totem pole, and the rest comes crumbling down.
And again, it's another smart play from Ence. As soon as Brokey gets that kill in mid, they know that the offer is on A, so for them to just walk out a monster, even if they're worried about the 4-man stack from FaZe, just the fact that they know then that the offer is on the other side of the map, they have a bunch of nades to use, molly off everything, smoke off everything, get the bomb site with relative ease again, and it's another round. At least it's an AK save and an op save from the FaZe side. Yeah, what do you think here, Sana? If you were still a coach of Cloud9, you call a timeout. What would you tell the
never
boys
was
here?
that. But I would say, all right, screw it on straight. You're not gonna like your ice time. You don't get your defense better. Let's work on our zone defense. Really try to get in there.
Man-to-man's not working.
Man-to-man coverage isn't working. Obviously, playing the holes in the map isn't working. Double stacking isn't working.
No, that didn't work at all. That sucked.
We just list everything that's not working. It's like,
Yeah.
this is not working, guys.
Well, they've got 0
This shit's
rounds.
not
So.
working. So screw it on straight.
Yeah, let's
Get
see
back
if they
in the server.
take Sana's advice here to get their shit together.
I found that's always the best advice.
It tends to be, yeah. And they actually went for a little bit of an A push for mid. It was Rain that spotted up mid at least, but they didn't spot anyone. And they fall back right away. But it's a B short play here. I actually like this from FaZe. Again, as I mentioned, just the fact that showcasing that you can go aggressive. You obviously have to get the kills at the same time, though. This was even a set play from FaZe with mollies as well in the corner. But I think it's a little bit sloppy because I feel like Rain, he doesn't spot anyone up mid there. So obviously you're very much aware that they're towards that B bomb site area, and you hear a lot of nades as well. So you kind of expect to fight a lot of people there if you're Ence, instead of maybe doing it a little bit even later when we talk about mid-round aggression. It's when, for example, the Ence starts making their way up mid. If they're in connector, that's when you kind of see your window. But when Rain spots no one in mid and connector is clear, then you kind of expect 5 people towards B there.
Bless my heart. 8-0.
Yeah, and it's a shame, man. Ence is playing this really well.
DJ, can you read the scoreboard again? Let's see these scores. 3 on Rain. Nico has 3. That's 6, 8, 10, 11 kills in 8 rounds. Well, that's part of the problem.
Well, the other part of the problem, if you look at this, like you said, it's 7 rounds in. The only time Ence has not gotten the bomb down is 2 rounds. Every other round they've gotten the bomb down, obviously. So FaZe, not only are they having a problem even holding the bomb site, but they also have the problem with the retake stance. So not a lot of good things to say currently on this FaZe CT setup. But the one thing that I did point out, though, and I stick with that still, that we are seeing FaZe a little bit more active on the map. And that's a start. They obviously have to get the kills as well at the same time, but now it's all about, like, I mentioned the whole thing with taking a timeout. This is all about, like, having a conversation, right? Like, what's currently going on around the map for Ence? And if you're FaZe on the CD side, well, Ence hasn't taken mid fast. They've taken it very slow. They come from connector as well. There's no point in, like, for example, doing an aggressive push into the middle area fast. And if you are, then it's all about the pushing game. But once that rotate happens and you notice there's no one in mid, this for B side setup, you can push into B for having 4 at B there, but you have to have a better game plan. You have to have a better mid-round aggression instead of just running straight into them. And as I mentioned, the whole thing of Ence hasn't taken mid fast. This is a fast play from Aerial, and this is we call this the Epsilon setup for FaZe, but it's a mid setup, 3 aggressive to mid. Usually you see that T's reply on these rounds is just to go over to B fast, but Ence was not in the position for that this time around. So this is the best start that FaZe had so far.
A good start, and Rain, I mean, he opened up the kills, but he's sticking around. He's still in this playground. He surely heard the Ence members here, and if Alu isn't careful, the time... Oh, he's just spotted the toes, and he's going to smoke it off. Rain, he's creating so much pressure. Sunny even gets taken out with the bomb by Brokey. This is a huge round for FaZe, especially if they're able to maintain 5 members alive, but good adjustment from Rain.
I like that.
They're on the board.
Here we are.
We're back.
And not only that, they're on the board with a lot of members alive. We know that Ence money is just honestly so good.
They're balling.
Yeah, they're hella balling. So for FaZe, even losing 1 member here is bad. Having all 5 members alive is just a great round for them if they can manage. And they can. First, good round from FaZe, and it comes from an A aggressive setup. 3 towards up mid. And Ence, we saw then the difference in their play there. They take mid a little bit aggressive this time around, this Aerial. And they get the opening this time for FaZe. 5-on-4 and full map control, and Ence with bad positioning to even do that expo play onto B that I talked about. So they took it a little bit slower, tried to regain control of the A bomb site or A map instead, and it didn't really work out.
Let's see how the rest of this half could sort of pan out. I mean, right here, right now is a real good chance for FaZe to take a stand and say, you know what, we're going to pick up the remaining 6 rounds, and we're still in this game. But it all starts right here. Ence want to go back to their laurels, which would happen to be over towards the B site. Oh.
And I love this from FaZe though. This all, for Rain, again, you have no... Oh my god, the timing is unbelievable. And just... Stop. Oh my god, they're holding that the whole time. And with Rain, he actually doesn't have to die here. He can actually just run away. It's a good early on aggression from Rain. A lot of map control as well. A lot of information gained, and Alu just walks out a monster. This is not what you want to happen. This is what we've seen again and again from Ence. Really been really good on utilizing this monster with nice flashbangs as well.
Such a strong execute for Ence coming out. Alu, another kill. And he equalizes things, and another one to follow up. It's all down to Brokey with his AWP. He's got his Deagle out right now, and again, Ence double teaming them. This is Ence. I mean, we saw Alu equalizing things once again after getting a man down. Rain, man, what a blessing for him to just find two guys not even looking at him. But Ence, this is a really good recovery for them, and we've been talking about it. It's their tight-knit, their trades that they're forcing, and the way that they're peaking even. It's very top-notch right now.
Yeah, you saw the timing there. You mentioned it. Alu goes out a monster with the AWP, gets the first one, and then after that for Ence, it's just a domino effect. Nice nades and nice flashbangs raining on the bomb site, and then the trading game is on point. It's another really dominant round from Ence, and he came off of an opening kill from FaZe as well. Looking real bad here if you're FaZe, but as I'd mentioned, they at least had the 5 members survive on that round win. So they could afford to buy once more. But this is, again, another important round. I love this on FaZe. They're taking an A-long aggression here instead now. And there's an entry from Nico. So timing here needs to be on point, but this is a good start from FaZe. Again, I love it that they're active on the map.
It looked like Ence were gonna take long, but they've paused here. Sunny's been juggling through his nades. They're just falling back. Oh, Rain, he almost had an opening. Now Ence, they're fully aware that FaZe have had some sort of a long A setup here.
Yeah, Rain almost found an opening, but he almost got his head ripped off as well. Very thin margins. Back to the B bomb site we go, where Ence has had so much success. Sunny, for the moment, some kind of presence towards bathrooms. A third defender at the B bomb site, so we'll see how clean Ence can make this. One player called Zera lurking underneath the rail, and now a 3-on-5.
Love the flashes here from Ence. They seem to work, but not that time. In fact, it's Bemis with 2. Nico's going to close the round out, putting a second on the board for FaZe Clan. 9-2, still Ence controlling the game.
And we see another monster push there late, losing entry. This time it doesn't work out though for Ence. Better positioning this time around for FaZe Clan. Even a little bit more wary of the op. That pillar setup we talked about, it's a great setup for anti-flashing, and also if you have that CT member, maybe by graffiti with a loaded flashbang. You can get a lot of payoff from that. And you know, if you're Ence, I just love the fact that they're not changing. You know, they know that this kind of default is working. We see here again, FaZe though. Again, I love this. We do see the change in pace. You know, taking a little bit more space. Don't allow Ence to keep on executing. Again, we see the monster push from Ence here, but I think the setup from FaZe once more is going to be get the better of Ence this time around, even though they do have a lot of nades.
That's a nice peek. That's a tough peek to win as well. Right underneath the corner of the smoke, but at least the aggression from FaZe has stopped this attack from Ence. They cannot just snowball into this bomb site the way they'd been doing for most of this half. A good follow-up kill, Rain doing some work, and there's the final kill.
Thank God Bemis actually at least got that kill on Alu. You saw him lining up 2 frags and Rain just snatching it right in front of his face. But yeah, that was a good defense coming out of FaZe there.
And this is when you want to see this swap coming from Ence. We see that FaZe now starting to pick up the pace when it comes to map control, leading a little bit more towards A for the openings, while down in connector. And for Ence, with this B default that they've had running, FaZe Clan's rotations into this B now is just so good. It would be nice to see Ence. We do see the swap. I think they do have to do an A setup here, maybe even a fast A play, a boost long or whatnot, but I love to change the pace at least for swapping over to the A setup.
Ooh.
And with X7, yeah. Nico really wants to go aggressive there.
And he's been finding that success there, so this is a huge opening after FaZe have won the last 2 rounds in a row here.
In the past, I mean, throughout most of this half, they've been really good at just taking advantage of that opening pick. This time it's a little bit slower paced after the kill. See if they can still find a way to pinch these bomb sites. Utility out to protect them from taking control of bathrooms, top stairs, and the highway.
Yeah, it's a slow round, as Jason pointed out. This is pretty common what you see here on the T side. This is all about just a regular default, take some map control. We obviously know that X7 is still towards that B bomb site area, so there's still a lot of options here for Ence. You can fake towards A, and you can do a quick rotate towards B if you want. Even here when X7 is getting these kind of entries on the B bomb site for free. Oh, this is all falling apart. Comes down to, I mean, I understand this for FaZe's end as well. You kind of have to fish for information. It's a 4-on-5 in favor of your opponents.
Oh,
yeah.
Brokey, he saw the bomb. Yeah, that was a huge opportunity for him.
And still, it presented itself one more time. He's going to go to try and hunt down this bomb plant. It's going to prove to be fatal, though. And it's put double digits up. And, yeah, looking pretty easy for Ence.
You know, we mentioned him right before the game goes live, and we mentioned Jumpy, we mentioned X7. X7 with another great performance here on that T side on Overpass. He was the pillar on the B bomb site there. It was an A default from Ence, but X7 gets 3 kills towards that side. Makes it easy for Ence when it comes to the rotates then, when it comes to decision making.
Ooh, here we go. Some early utility thrown. Damage traded back and forth. And Ence doing nothing aggressive for the moment. Actually, everyone just huddled up in playground. So, who's taking FaZe to make this comeback? Crickets.
No.
All right. You have little faith.
Go ahead and take it yourself, Jason.
No.
Listen, again,
And I want you to bask in it all yourself.
Again, I'm asking the questions here, not answering.
I don't know, it's so difficult, right? I actually think that FaZe, they do have a good T side on this map as well, and if they get the money up and coming, or up and going, they could actually maybe make a comeback here.
I mean, here's the question, Robert. Is 3 rounds enough to make the comeback?
No, I mean, you definitely at least have, I mean, you need one more, right? I feel like. But I think that once the money is on the T side, kind of the way that Ence has been playing this half so far, it does make this map very difficult to play once you're on the CT side. The B bomb side is just so difficult to hold as a CT when the nades are so good on the T side.
Oh, Alu missed his shot. That was actually perfect. The nice thing about this is because they only saw 2 players, they don't actually know this is going to be a B hit until Coldzera gets 3. What a good sequence for him. Alu, Ariel, Sergey never getting out of Monster Tunnel. And it's a shutdown.
The wildest thing about this round is it just looks completely different if Alu is able to hit that shot. Yeah, exactly. I mean, just the domino effect that would entail. Wow.
That's actually a really cool contact play.
Yeah, yeah.
It comes from the Expo Flash, though. I had mentioned Coldzera was playing that pillar position. We had one guy from FaZe down in water as well with that Expo Flash. And that's kind of the setup that you want. You want the pillar guy to just get the information. You have one guy just loading up with a flash, and then that Expo Flash comes and Coldzera with nice 3 kills. And Ence had like 16 grand on all of their players, but coming into this last round, we have a pistol buy on Sergey. Sees that on Ariel as well, and a low buy. Pretty much not a lot of utility. So actually, FaZe clawed their way back here in this half. What was looking pretty bad actually turns out to be a 10-5 scoreline in the favor of Ence on that T side. But we're going to be swapping. We're going to take a quick break, but we will be back. Can Ence make it 2-0, or can FaZe make it to a third map? We'll find out.
Welcome back to CS Summit 6 Online Edition. What's up, Trace? You still with us in the little mini TV screen? You're like a little poltergeist?
Yeah, a poltergeist, Jason. Yeah, but no, not really. I'm here, though. Don't worry about that. We also have Christine. We also have Robin. And we also have Ence beating up on FaZe Clan. Will that continue, Jason? That's what we all want to know. Pistol round on the cards.
Oh, maybe not so far. These USPs are late getting involved in the action. Not a whole lot of shots landing on the initial contact, and it looks like FaZe is going to take the pistol. They did get up to 5 in the first half, which is fantastic. Maybe able to add, I think this would be, what, a 3rd round in a row? If they were able to close this out?
Think your math. I mean, it's been on point so far, Jason. So I'm going to say yes.
Nice.
I'm going to say it's on point once again. But yeah, I mean, FaZe members are heating up. We saw Nico just sniffing out the duels and winning them. And this time around, yeah, one too many bullets it took for Ence to find even those 2 kills at the end there. So FaZe, way to capitalize.
Yeah, that's, I mean, there's no finesse in that round either. That's just a straight up B rush. Gets the blood pumping.
Gets the people going. It's provocative. I think I said that backwards. Anyway. Slow, smooth, smooth is fast. That's what we're going to see here on the B-bomb site. And lining him up, knocking him down. It's Bemis Coldzera. Ariel comes out with 1. Seven's going to have some too. Things begin to get interesting here.
Yeah, I think that should be it. And definitely with this flank from Nico, just going to end things quickly. But good amounts of damage done to the FaZe side of things. They only survived with 2 players.
Yeah, and that was a full investment coming out of the Ence guys. I'm sure that they would have wanted that those flashbangs to come just a second earlier. And maybe it would have looked a little bit closer even than what it did. But FaZe Clan, once again, Nico closing out the round with that flank. And right now, I mean, the top fragger, once again, we saw it on Dust too. It's X7.
Here we go. 10-7. Bimas looking for the pushes. He's going to find a lot. Well, soon. He's blind. Nice. Less nice. And not great.
USPs coming up for Ence.
Dude, they have so far to run to get to this bomb site. I think the rotation might be there in time to challenge. And if they could actually just push forward through these smokes as the bomb gets planted, when it's a 4-on-2, if they go through right now, but they did not get there in time.
This Molotov for Nico is going to buy him even more time. I think he's probably going to place it towards that bank as soon as that smoke's about to disappear. There it is. And now once again, I mean, no kit. This is time is a ticking, and Nico is a farming. He gets 2.
Well, still a chance.
Nico's not a farmer.
A small chance. There's no kits. There's the smoke on the bomb. There's the peek from Brokey, and both kills to close out the round. 10-8 in the favor of Ence. First gun round coming in hot.
So Jason did say, do any of you want to put anything down for FaZe coming back in this game? Now, in the moment, I doubted him, much like I doubted FaZe Clan. And I think I'll stand my ground. Ence, I don't know, Robin. I look at this one, I think Ence still got a little fight left in him.
Well, Robin's not here right now, Trace. So...
That's a nice try there.
Imagine that. Man, every single time I go to talk to Robin, it's just not there.
Why are you throwing him under the bus like that?
Yeah, I had to get a refreshment. All I hear is he's not here right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not even, like, I obviously don't know.
Robin's just enjoying life at this point.
But what do you got? What do you got for me
And I
then?
get that. I feel
What do you got for me?
No, I was
Trace?
just wondering if, I mean, we're seeing this game sort of equalize out, and Jason said that FaZe Clan were going to bring it back, do the whole reverse sweep thing.
That's weird.
I listen.
So I was just wondering if you think that Ents still have some in the tank here on Overpass.
No, I listened to what I was saying, man. I said the T side for FaZe on this map, they have a good one, and if they can get the money up and running, it's gonna be difficult for Ents. And I'll be honest, I would love to see a third map here, and I'm sure the audience would love the same. Otherwise, we're gonna have to fill. No one wants that.
If we get another banger like Dust 2 was, I'd be happy with that as well. Nice little drawn out back and forth.
It was that, wasn't it?
And I mean, looking at this round in particular, sure, we have 2 members or 1 member each that's low on HP, but we look at utility here. People are getting a little bit lower here, but the rotations are coming in. It all depends on Sunny. Just have the smoke in his name, though, and no flashbangs to kind of help Ariel out. I don't know. This is going to be a really difficult hold if you're honest. He gets the first one, though. That's the best case. And they don't go out from that, too. So great game. It's not on point for FaZe.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is dicey. Ence's defense holding strong. Alu up top with the AWP. X7 and water. Ooh, nobody was looking for that wrap.
I thought Sunny would surely have his back there.
Yeah, and now Sunny's caught in no man's land. Thank God there's a smoke to find for some cover. Loses that initial contact. and still they haven't swung at his position. Sunny trying to make his way in. He's got the first, jumping over, goes down. Brokey falls next, and it's all on Nico. He's got 9 HP and AWP and a 1 versus 2. Now, there's no kits on the Ence side of things, so a kill here would be massive, and he just looks up. He just moved his crosshair.
Wow, a lot of fortunate things happening for Ence there, because you're right, X7, he was already so low and he did enough to even find the 1 kill. But Sunny, maybe there was some miscommunication, maybe, I'm not sure what happened here, but definitely no one had his back. And what looked to be a dominant Ence B defense, it fell apart. FaZe were able to plant there, so definitely a blessing in disguise to be able to retake there.
And if we look at the difference, the setup that Ence had is essentially the setup that FaZe really wanted on their CT side as well, of just, hey, let's just play defensive, let's just work the picks and let's work the utility. The difference here is that, as we pointed out, the defense there with the nades were so much better, and FaZe didn't get any payoff. The timing wasn't there. They kind of go late with no map control towards the A-bomb site, and Ence with 3 members there. Sunny's there as well to kind of help him out. And this is going to be another quick round here from Ence. Gets the 2 kills though, so as I say that, this is still very much winnable for FaZe. You have 2 flashbangs as well.
Yeah, the problem is if they don't win it, they have no money. So all of a sudden that's going to be Ence with 12 rounds and the economy advantage. This gets scary. FaZe are being cautious. They're being patient as the bomb is still all the way back towards T-spawn.
This patience, it might pay off. They've actually been able to collect a Molotov and an extra flashbang off it. Nico, he's retaking over this blue connector area while Brokey is in T-spawn, actually.
Surely these B defenders take control of something, like even short by door.
I think they're still a bit
He's pushing
nervous.
through Monster right now. So they're about to clear things out. That'll bring Sergey back to the A-bomb site as well.
Perfect play from Ence. Nice timing as well when we look at the pushes. Obviously, this is what I mentioned with the overpass. The map is so large and there's so much space for T's to cover, and especially when you do it the way that FaZe is doing here, obviously compact, I love that. But it opens up a lot of space for the CTs to push. And now the read is made. This is looking like another Ence round here. Quick under rotate as well. I don't think that FaZe is going to have this read either. That it's going to be so fast on this flank. First one goes down and second one goes down. Another great hold from Ence. A mid-round aggression.
And they put themselves in a rough spot there at the end of the round too. If you look down at the timer, you know, it starts ticking. You barely made it up long. You just start to dump your utility into the site. You're getting into the teens as far as time's left. That's not fun. So easy does it for Ence. Good reads, good positioning. Better yet, another round. 12-8 here at the CS Summit 6.
One flashbang this time around though. I think it's going to be A mid or A long. But this is trying to catch the CTs off timing. But we have 3 members here from Ence in mid. Gets the first one, makes it a 4-on-4, but this is where it gets difficult. No more flashbangs on the side of FaZe, and obviously no armors as well. Some G buys, AWP buys from Ence. Nice little hold. And again, an early lead and an early start from Ence here on their CT side, and money looking good as well.
Oof. Well, long road ahead. This comeback just gets more difficult. 8-13, 5 rounds back. Another bye round at the very least.
Alu is just a little bit blind.
Yeah, just a bit.
Slightly. Sergey, he's in a good position. This timing, that flashbang. Alu setting his teammate up, but ooh, he gets punished. And now Sergey, he's in a pickle. He's got to get some nice shots off, and he gets punished once again by Nico as well. This is FaZe. Rain just gaining ground, gaining space. Sunny, he's about to also be in a pickle.
Yeah, well, ooh, this timing hurts. Sunny, oh, he hears it. He hears it. Oh, he gets the dink, but not the kill. A lot of damage done with some utility, though, so Ence can still pull this back, and they've got money to at least initially go for it, but not now. Not in a 1 versus 4.
X7 has been fantastic all series long, but yeah, this is a lot to ask of him. He does have a smoke, though. If FaZe are lazy here, I mean, there's a world in which he does get a defuse off, and it all starts with a kill just like that. But Bemis, ready.
I'm fine with that play since they had so much money built up. I mean, Sergey's actually hurting. Ariel's not great, but they had enough money to build up to sustain a buy in this round, so I don't mind him actually challenging in a 1 versus 4 to see how many guns he can take away from FaZe at the end, even in a victory.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was only 1, so that's not great. Better than 0, though.
It's not. Yeah, that's the number thing doing it for you again, Jason.
I'm on top of my game today.
Your math has just been something else.
It's. I mean, is there like a math bee, like there's a spelling bee, or is that far-fetched?
No, I'm pretty sure there probably is.
It's crazy. Now that's something I'd pay to see. Anyway, FaZe Clan through the connector. Just stopped and troubled by the smoke here. They can't push past it. Heaven forbid something be on the other side of it. And nothing.
Defensive setup here from Ence. And this is an A setup from FaZe. Going connector. We see timing here from mid at the same time. Broken with an op. And they don't have a lot of nades there, so they can't waste a lot to take this map control. As I say that, Bimus goes down over at the B bomb site. And that's the one guy you kind of don't want to go down, especially when we talk about lurk players and whatnot. As soon as he goes down, you kind of make the call here from Ence of like, oh, this is the B lurk player, so watch out of A. That's also why you see FaZe moving their way back to B now. They don't want to get stuck with the bad rotates again. We kind of know as well, Ence has been really good on doing these mid-round aggressions, going for information play. So 30 seconds left now. A lot of mollies though, and a lot of smokes on the hands of FaZe. It's the afterplan that's going to be worrisome. I don't think they're going to have a problem maybe getting the bomb down. But as I say that, trading game some point here. Nico though comes out of Monster, gets the kill. 3-on-3 now. Just the one molly left though on Sunny.
Look at the time though. They have to get into this bomb site. There's only 10 seconds left. Oh, awkward fight for Sergey. They're gonna get it at the last second, and Alu, oh, you know he wants to pick off the planter. He's being cautious for the moment. No peek yet from either player. There's the drop down, still scoped in. Looking for a 1 versus 2, and no peeking. Alu's got
my
Brokey
goodness.
taking contact, and there's the shot. coldzera, no pounce yet. Oh, he almost had it.
That was so close.
It looked damn good. Looked damn good. But doesn't quite matter there, does it? Nice try. NT.
For as coordinated as Ence has been on this map this whole way, that was a really gross defense.
That was so bad.
They had like 3 different crossfires set up, and not a single player waited for any of those crossfires.
Yeah, and I hate putting a player under the bus, but Ariel towards that monster there, I'm not sure why he didn't have any trust in his teammates. He kept looking towards that short B. He had no faith that his teammates were going to hold that. So then he gets punished by this monster contact player. So definitely some discombobulation over this B defense and who has point of contact. But coldzera, he's going to find B for free this time around. No Ence members here. They're on a save. They're doing the actual thin air that Robin's been talking about.
Yeah, and I love this from Ence as well. You know that you're in the lead still, and the worrisome part maybe, which is why you see CT's buy sometimes in these rounds, is trying to make sure that T's economy don't get out of hand. But because they're in the lead here for Ence, and again, they have good money across the board here, so why not make a full save? You know for a fact that you've been better on that CT side. When it comes to the utility and stuff, it's only really the last 2 rounds. FaZe have had good success, even with the openings going the way of Ence. So we'll see here. Stun had asked me, can they make the comeback? I did say it's on the hands of good early lead for FaZe with good economy. Yeah. And that last round was a good one for them.
They're good in there. They're having a little bit of money built up. Like 4 of them have a buy behind a loss, which is a good little safety net to have. Ooh, Halu. He was almost able to peek and get that pick.
He's going to stick around. Alu wanting to get involved. Sunny finds the first frag, though, punishing Nico towards that short tube. And Alu, ooh, the timing. He stayed too long. He gets a little too nervous, so he backs up, and he's okay with that. Sergey, though, he's still in this blue connector. That smoke's going to buy him some time.
It's a pretty sloppy early round here from FaZe. Nico goes down on B short there by himself. There was one flashbang being thrown, but it wasn't even early. It was like a mid-round kind of flashbang over, and for Ence, they have all the time in the world to do.
Look at Cold Zero.
B set up there. Yeah, this is where you kind of want to look out for. If Coldzera keeps walking over towards A long here, they might just see a freeze from the other remaining FaZe players. But now when Brokey goes down, now it's a 5-on-3, and they're all spread out. Bombs down as well down in T-spawn. So they have to go and grab that. If Coldzera had a little bit more time here, let's say that there would have been a 5-on-3 and there's 50 seconds left, maybe we could have done something. But here it's all the matter of Coldzera's going to be really slow on this rotate. We have bomb as well over at the monster area here, so like this is just falling apart from FaZe.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to turn this
into
some
damage
kind of
control.
Yeah, well, it's some kind of a fake to maybe get the bomb plant. If Coldzera can get one kill right now, maybe that pulls them away, but
it does.
It does. It's coming in. We'll see if they. They're definitely going to get a plant. Definitely going to get a plant. I don't think there's a chance at winning this round. It depends on what Coldzera can do here. Oh, he's got another one. Now a 1 versus 3.
The jig is up. BMAS, he's got to get some spectacular shots off here. He's just used up all of his utility. He's going to get this early 1v1, but it's against an op. And Alu, he's posted up.
Oh no, now he's definitely holding it. Oh my god, he missed. A chance. Oh. Nice shot from X7. That's just so much for BMAS to do. So, a 14th round for Ence.
I mean, you gotta admire the you know, the sort of the way FaZe Clan rounds that out. Even though they lose it, they still put up a decent showing. They're able to convince Ence to leave the bomb site to get the bomb planted. I mean, that's cool and all. You still lost the round, but you tried to make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
And ultimately, how can Ence know what you're doing if you don't know what you're doing? So, back over to you in the studio, Jason.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Trey. Sonny is going to push up towards the fountain. That's all I've got. Sergey taking the peek, going for nothing. There's the op on Brokey, prepared for the aggression. And Ence have started this round out in a bit of a nightmare situation.
Yeah, it's an A-aggressive setup here from Ence. We have 4 members up towards that mid area. As soon as, on that T side, as soon as you spot the first one being aggressive, even down in connector, you're just kind of aware that, hey, this could be an aggressive setup. Let's waste nades early. Let's just dry peek stuff.
Ooh,
nice flashes
flash. Here. So good. Bullying Alu off, but he's got Ariel to back him up.
Ariel's going to die.
That flash.
Ariel's going down. Sorry to say. So, full map control for FaZe. 2 defenders left on Ence. And, I mean, at least X7 towards that B bomb site has to play it pretty passively.
Yeah, or even gamble here. Pick a bomb site, stick with it. You have no nades as well for the retake, so it just has to be hero plays or trades. This is just Coldzera running up to A. If he just spots one, they know for a fact it's just one player, for example, holding the B bomb site. They can kind of just pin him. They know for a fact 3-on-1 trade game should just be on point. That shouldn't be too much of an issue, especially here. So even though it looks silly, the Cold just runs and dies. It's on purpose. Like I'd mentioned, usually you tend to go for stacks at this point, so the 4-on-2 with the bomb site. So if you spot one, then it doesn't really matter if you don't know where the other one is. You just rush the bomb site.
X7, he looks dialed in right now. He's tapping away.
Ooh.
He's definitely dialed in. He's running out of ammo, though. Oh, he does take out Brokey.
They're going for it now.
Smooth.
At least make it expensive, right?
That called Alu right back. We'll see what more they can get. Oh, no. Oh, dear.
No time, though.
Yeah, it is a full 10 seconds defuse, isn't it? Okay, they've made it costly. Nico's going to make sure he's not on the bomb, and he's going to back away. But a nice job from X7. Nice job making it expensive as possible. Still, FaZe Clan still in the fight. 12-14 now. They're like a hangnail.
Hangnail when you don't have clippers to take care of it.
Yeah, just your teeth.
Oh my god, guys.
Is that a little too real for you, Trace?
I think I'm like hangnails.
Speaking about hangnails, how's that toe sucking going, Stunner?
Well,
be seeing that after this series.
Not a whole lot of toes to be. I've actually been over here trying to.
That escalated
it's just
quickly.
not working, man. Yeah. Don't think I can do it, Rob. I'm sorry, man.
Never say never. I feel like you kind of owe it to me this time around. So.
Sure, man.
It's a V stack from Ence. Alu. Obviously, they had 2 members that saved their weapons. It's Alu and it's X7. Armor on them, but it's a save on the other Ence members. And it was a B stack early for that initial play, but then now they are making their way. Rotate. Alu's in a good spot here for at least a 1, but for FaZe, they're making the way towards a long here. So depending on timing, depending on if they actually spot this, it's still a very difficult hold here for Ence.
I think it's an impossible hold, especially if Alu doesn't get that kill. Otherwise, you could have helped. X7 goes down immediately. Good on Brokey to trade him off quick. And FaZe have control of the bomb site. Now it feels like it's all about, you know, one flashbang to see what you can get, but you have to save that AWP.
Good flashbangs to initiate this retake.
There's no kit either. So, I mean, this is basically Alu protect us all. Oh, no. That was the chance. That was the final chance. If he had gotten that kill, then you see where it goes. But, man, Nico just shuts it all down.
14-13, Jason, I told you.
Yeah.
I think we've seen 1 timeout so far in both of these maps.
You were so scared to make that prediction, Trace.
Yeah, you threw me under the bus for it. I made the prediction instead, which is why you're sucking on your toes once this series ends.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Why is everybody going to be sucking on something? Why is it always about sucking?
These are the real questions
Like, it's always about
we should be asking.
Eating and get my toes. Like, God, you guys are freaks. Anyway.
Oh, no. Oh,
back in
no.
the action we go. Nico with the boost, tripod on the player towards barrels. Does a lot of damage, actually, but that's going to be enough to get X7 out of dodge. He's had enough playtime.
He's going to be frustrated that wasn't a kill. So we just go for a follow. Oh no.
Wait.
I can't believe this whole round. It's so weird.
It's turned out so wrong. Oh, now they're just walking into crosshairs. Oh, what a good start for Nico. Just missed opportunity.
You know, I saw a team play this map one time. I think it was the Beyond the Summit crew. They stacked 5 every round. And I just don't know why it can't be that easy for FaZe Clan, you know? 5 long every round.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever you say, Trace. Utility coming in. Alu's going to get burned out of this position. Coldzera even starting with the pre-fire. And Alu peeking into the site. He's going to try and win this one. Not missing that shot, but getting traded immediately. There was no cover in that play.
This is such an important round, too. Obviously, we know them. It's going to be for round number 28, but we look at the money on CT side as well for Ence. This is such an important round. We know that they don't have a lot of money. We'll talk about the FaZe comeback. It could come from this one round. Not going to happen. Sergey, that's a super important clutch. Makes it map and match point.
It was 2 different styles of trying to clutch there, wasn't it? Sergey was going for the brute force. Brokey was trying to use the sound to like wheel around the bomb site when Sergey dropped. And brute force wins.
Brute force wins, especially when you can just keep moving forward and shooting, right?
Yeah.
So Sergey definitely getting the better of that, and a nice recovery because, you know, Ence, once again, they're in a position where they're in full control, and FaZe, man, they're not willing to let go, so they do a good job clawing their way back. But Ence, they always were in control of that round.
This is heartbreaking, though. I mean, FaZe does a really nice comeback, and as soon as Ence win that round, look at the buy they have coming in. 2 Galils, 1 Tech 9 as well. They're just out of money, and now a man advantage. Thankfully, it's just the Tech 9.
I was going to say the buy on Ence is not great either, so this is still a very even buy in the sense of getting the bomb down from FaZe, having that one-on-one at the end there. So,
do they like go for like a half buy? Sunny's got armor and a P250 and 2,500 or 2,600 in the bank.
They won the round and went for a half buy. That's interesting.
That's
he doesn't need anything else.
They don't need a
Love it.
that's some next level.
weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, economy management. And Nico goes down next. That's the map. That's the series. A 2-0 for Ence on Dust 2 and now Overpass.
And this is the old lineup. I was going to say the major lineup with X7. Had a great series. We talked so much about, Ence missing Jumpy, but X7 shows up this time around, and they take this 2-0 versus FaZe. And for me, FaZe looking a little bit sloppy. I wonder, we talk a lot about the player break coming up and stuff like that. We talk a lot about, the up-and-coming teams showcasing themselves for FaZe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if FaZe has had a overall great success the first 6 months. They've been a little bit shaky, but I think with the addition of Bimas, they have been on the upwards trend.
They've had to deal with some stuff in that team with all the different roster changes. Obviously, Brokey was a revelation. Olaf leaving and now trying to fill that gap. You're also trying to get Coldzera incorporated into the team. But still, those are all just kind of factors that are contributing to a tough time of them finding success. Trace, any final thoughts before we kick you off the broadcast?
Well, I don't think you're going to be kicking me off the broadcast, but I would love to go to a break. So if we could do that and come right back, we'll be right back with Jason Moses O'Toole, everyone.